It's me, Ashley, and welcome to my second video, where we are going to talk about where I got dumped in a text. Sad face is still not over it. Okay, so there's this guy that I was seeing for a while. Let's call him a count because that's what he did. Basic info about him. He was 36. I like them older, sue me. He was British. His voice was like honey. It was beautiful. And he introduced me some things. He introduced me to a screwdriver, which was good. It consists of vodka and orange juice. And then he introduced me to a Midori and pineapple, or a Midori and pineapple. One of the two. Either way, it's green and it tastes amazing. But I met Accountant on Tinder, which is usually where I meet a lot of flings, or, well, I don't really call them flings, guys that I go on dates with and never hear from again. I met him on Tinder. I was 100%, when I came across his Tinder page, I was unsure if I wanted to swipe right on him, because I'm like, well, I mean, there's a chance he may not, and I don't know, I wasn't really feeling too sure, but I mean, a voice in my head is like, this could be the love of your life, and you swipe right on him, swipe left on him, hello. So I'm like, you know what, I'll swipe right, I'll see how it goes, maybe, it'll go somewhere. And so, after we talked for a while, we finally planned our first date. We meet up at Olive Garden. It was great. He paid. He also tipped too. I love a guy who tips, since currently I work in an industry where my money is solely dependent upon my tips. We fast forward to fifth date. This past week would have been a sixth date, but instead of a date, he dumped me in a text. Dun dun dun! A text. I'm smiling about it now, but on the inside, I'm freaking dying. I think about his long paragraph that he sent me. He sent me a paragraph at 9:30 in the morning. I'm asleep at this time. I woke up at 2. I'm asleep, and I get a text message that says, basically saying, you're a good person, but yeah, this isn't gonna work out. I'm no longer attracted to you. You're a good person with a good heart. If I'm such a good person with a good heart, then why am I getting dumped in a text, Accountant? First of all, that's rude, and I thought you were a man, which is why I was so excited about you, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been going well. It's been going well. And I was so shocked. I was like, it's been going well. And there's a guy in my life that I have a special ringtone for. If I have a special ringtone for you and emojis by your name, you better stick around. That's the rule. You don't leave for any reason. But he left. And his whole thing was, I was very turned off by the whole sleeping in Walmart thing and the prank call. Let me discuss that. The sleeping in Walmart thing is because I was really tired, falling asleep on the way, taking an hour drive to a friend I was taking her out to lunch, and I was falling asleep on the way there. And so in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe I can ask to borrow his bed for a few hours, take a nap, and go back home. He's like, I feel really weird about you doing that since I'm not home. It was like, when I slept over your house, you didn't have a problem with it, but I guess different settings, whatever, different times, and being the subject of his prank call, I call you and immediately I get sent to voicemail, which scares me. I've never been sent to voicemail ever. When I call him, I get the hello, and I'm like, oh, his British voice is so beautiful. And then when I got the freaking, I got scared. Okay, that's just simply what it is. I got scared. I got scared that he blocked me. I got scared that he decided she's not good enough, and they're just like, without any warning to me. But then my friend called him, and he's a smart man. He figured it out, even though I lied to him saying I had no idea. I shouldn't have lied. I should have been truthful, but it probably would have ended sooner. Maybe, like, now that I think about it, maybe I should have been honest, like, from the get-go, from that call, and be like, yeah, it was me. Maybe it would have saved it, but thinking of all these maybes isn't going to help me. It's just going to help me dwell on the fact that I messed up. But, I mean, either way, like, I apologized. I said I was sorry. I tried to fix it, and what I thought would be okay clearly didn't work. And I just hate that. I mean, I realized, a few days before it happened, like, I'm gonna lose him. Even though you can't really lose somebody if you never had him. But, I mean, for me, I felt like it was gonna become a relationship. I felt like it was gonna become serious. I felt like eventually, maybe I would have been Mrs. Accountant. Although, like, do I really want to be with an accountant who is practically married to his job? He'd spend weekends, come home at like 9 p.m. He'd be like, I work too much. Like, when he told me his situation at work, I couldn't understand why he worked so much now. But still. I mean, I never got it. Why would you work so much if you're still getting paid salary? Like, I'll probably never get it, but still. Like, when I got the text message, I was hurt. I was sitting on my bed and I was like, I knew it. I mean, I knew that this was gonna happen, but the fact that I got it in a text message, it hurts so much more. I mean, you could be prepared for everything, but like, getting a text saying that I'm not attracted to you anymore, this isn't gonna work out, anything of what you can say, it just makes it so much worse, and it hurts so much more. But I mean, I can move on now. He probably gave me a bullcrap story, but I mean, he ended it, and that's that. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say. There's nothing else I can really do. It's gone. It's over. That may have been a little bit sad at the end, but that's my story. Guys, girls, don't end it in a text. Call them. Like, I don't care if your excuse is, well, I don't want to see them in pain. That's why I'm doing the chicken crap way and breaking up in a text. Just man up, woman up, and just do it in person. If you cared about that person at all, in the slightest, you would do it in person. Doing it in a text just says, I never cared about you from the get-go. And that's just the real tea, okay? So, my name is Ashley. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. And if you didn't, then this video never happened. Alrighty. Bye-bye.